Gallard, you're instantly awoken. Someone entering the house in a panic. And then Daisy's voice is heard. You need to come. You need to come. Master Esley needs you immediately. Quick.
We'll be there. I'll grab our stuff, make sure the rest are awake.
Yep. Damocles, you're quick to wake soon after.
Suited up and everything.
Yep.
Bit harder for Sand.
Yeah. So
Daisy is waiting in the main hall, and you can see she looks very blurry-eyed, as in just woken up, looking incredibly tired. Come on, you need to be quick.
We'll be quick. Would you like to go to the Bastion and fetch Rhea as well?
Yes. I need to do that. And with that, she quickly rushes out the main door.
So we'll head into the guild house and look for Esley while we wait.
I'm just going to grab a bit of bread. Can't focus on an empty stomach.
The three of you then, grabbing your stuff, getting presentable, head across to the guild house. You can see the guild house is about the only place that currently has lights within. And as you enter the main door, you can see that Esley is there, looking just as tired as Daisy. He's at his desk in the main hall entrance, and he has this young boy almost asleep on a chair beside him. He looks up at the three of you and, good. Where's Rhea?
she's on the way.
Daisy's gone to fetch her.
Right. We'll better wait for her then. And
If you think
it's not that long
Not
when
that long, yeah.
you come through. He thanks Daisy, who then disappears off, and says, come on, come round. He looks tired and points to the boy. This is Kagan. Kagan helps out the farmhands in Farnborough, the small holdings. He's ridden here all night. He's come from Rathel. Apparently, he brings up his notes. Here it is. Apparently, late afternoon, Rathel and Kagan, they were working one of the fields when Rathel heard something in the grasslands just beyond the fields. Kagan said Rathel looked incredibly concerned and told him to immediately get on their horse, the horse that they were using, and to ride here and let me know that the four of you are needed immediately. Kagan said the farmer said some other stuff, but he can't remember now what it was, but just that you were needed urgently. Now, he says, I managed to go across and talk to Stuart Battleworth. He's in charge of the watch here. He said he's going to get a patrol ready first dawn and head up there, but that's going to be another day before they're at the farm. He brings up some forms, hands it to you. These are requisition forms. If you go to the across the way, Carrie, I think you might have met Carrie when you first arrived. She deals with all the livestock on the caravans. It's forms for some horses if you need them. Can you get on horses now, ride up to the farm and find out what's going on? It should be there just after dawn. It's a lot quicker than waiting for the watch. Look, this is an emergency job, so if you're happy, he brings up some other sets of forms that have been hastily filled in. 12 pennies per day, as long as it takes to investigate what's going on. If there is a problem and you deal with it, 12 florin for completing the job. Is that okay?
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah?
That's all the information we have to go on. Nothing.
There's nothing else. This boy looks at Kagan. He's exhausted.
Okay.
But all he kept saying is Rathel looked very, very concerned.
Okay. In that case, I think it's best if Kagan stays here and you get
I
into
agree,
bed.
he says.
We'll get our gear together and get the horses. Looks like you're going to have your first major lesson, I say to
Hop up, hold on.
He looks at you all. You can all ride horses, can't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I can hop up and hold on.
I mean,
Fair enough.
in theory, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get my armour on and get everything else together, get our stuff, go over,
Okay.
get get the horses.
It doesn't take long for you to get your armor on, get your gear, the rest of you suiting up appropriately. Yeah.
Or not.
Or not. You head across from there to the main courtyard area where the wagons are typically brought in. You got this big Horoxen pen with loads of Horoxens, smaller horse pen off to the one side. There are lights lit here now, and Carrie comes over. She looks at the three of you, her dark eyes kind of looking a little bit puffy.
4 of us.
There's four of us.
Sorry, four of you. Her dark eyes looking a little bit puffy, and getting woken up at this time of night. It's very unusual, she says, but I understand this is urgent. Requisition forms, please. Has a look. Filled in. Yep. They're fantastic. What kind of horses? We got a couple of riding, some light horses, one heavy.
I don't need one.
Quick.
We've already got one, so we need 3 horses. If we've got riding or battle horses, that'll be fine.
Very big difference between them. Which
know.
one do you want? If you want to get there fast, a riding horse. If
Riding
you
horse
wanted
would
to
be fine.
attack. Yeah, riding.
Yeah.
Good.
Are we gonna-
Now we're getting there.
We're gonna
She
have
seems
to-
really grumpy at having to be being woken up.
We have to pass Bartholomew's kit onto one of these horses, presumably. We don't leave that stuff behind, do we?
Or is he like jogging behind us?
Bartholomew will be able to keep up.
Oh, okay, fine.
So she quickly gets tack and gear on 3 of the riding horses and brings them out. Right, there we go. Could you sign here, please? You are now in charge of these horses. Hands the reins to you. Taking the paperwork, she yawns and then heads back to
Well,
where she sleeps.
the sooner we set off, the sooner we get there.
Let's get on with it.
Right. Yeah, Bartholomew basically won't be tied and just basically follows. He will be a little bit behind us, but he's used to it.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of stamina.
Okay. You're on riding horses. These are the fastest horses you can get. But I take it, are you trying to push them to be even faster, or are you just going to use their natural sort of canter, which is far faster than you could walk?
I think we're going to have to use a natural counter just because not all of us are
Yeah, I'm no.
especially good at riding
There is right.
in the
It's,
numerical
beast-
sense. Well, where is riding is a good question.
Beast
When it
handling.
comes to rifle, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yes, beast
I'm a
handling.
city boy and I'll walk everywhere.
So it's a DC 15 beast handling if you want to push the horses and
No.
get there a bit quicker than you would normally.
Nope.
No, you're happy to. I mean, as it is, they're a lot faster
I was
than you
saying,
would be.
that's a trained skill, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a no-go
That's
for
a
me.
no.
I can always ride ahead a little bit.
Sure, by all means.
Up and hold on.
You're a kind of
So,
scout person.
3 of you get on your horses.
Yeah.
Are you attaching Bartholomew to Ixion? So you got a bit more freedom.
Yeah, so what I'll do is, so Bartholomew already knows to follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's trained. I can probably ride faster than most of you. So,
I hope so.
yeah.
I think you skillfully sort of move your horse around and begin to
Yeah.
spur it on. And what is your riding?
Grandmaster, it's 17.
17. You don't even have to roll because you can't roll ones.
Yeah.
Okay. You leap easily up onto your riding horse, and it takes a few moments just to get its kind of demeanour, what kind of horse it is, and yeah, you're ready to spur on.
Yeah. So if you want me to go ahead, I can. But at
You do
least
so safely.
if we all do it together, at least my horse can basically be the lead for these horses,
Yeah.
so that it probably improves Xander's chance of staying on at a canter.
And yeah, not
Yeah, and you. And
I'm
Daphne.
not the only weak link in this.
no,
Shall I just tie you to the horse?
I'll probably just be like, hanging on
Like,
like,
up and hold on.
I'm going to try and look
And then when we
cool,
get there,
but it ain't going to work.
down and let go.
Just be hanging on to the horse like this.
Yeah.
Right.
We head out.
And with that, you now head out north from Swanton, taking a route you've travelled only once before as you head towards Farnborough. The riding horses, they're far faster, covering the ground a lot quicker than you would normally be able to. And the sun has risen beautifully over the hills. casting a lovely morning glow across the lands as you arrive at Farnborough. Farnborough itself, you can see a couple of the other farmers are already up and moving around, but you head now towards Rathel's farmstead. And as you arrive, you can't really see anyone moving around here. In the morning mists that are quickly clearing, there's no sign of anyone.
Okay.
What are you doing?
First of all, checking on the farmhouse.
Okay. You head over to the farmhouse as your first port of call. And in doing so, you notice the door is open. But there is a bit of a smell.
Oh no.
What kind of smell?
It's like a copper iron smell in the air.
Oh dear.
Blood.
Yeah,
Oh no.
Get down off the horse.
yeah.
Weapons out.
Weapons
folks?
out and go in.
Okay. Who's first in?
I'll go first.
Absolutely.
As you enter the small farmstead, it's only through training you don't recall back, but the ground is just covered in blood. The 2 sheep that were here heavily pregnant, they'd basically been covered in the area, absolutely eviscerated. The smell of blood is strong. The fireplace is out, and as you quickly look around, there's only a couple of other smaller rooms. You find no sight or sign of Rathel or Alita, his wife.
Right.
Okay.
They
does
are
the
childless, so at least you know there are no children here. But
first thing is the blood? Is that from the sheep, or does that?
you quickly go down. Make a healing check, DC 20. Anybody else doing anything?
I'll indicate to everyone quiet. Because if we start
33.
calling out for him and there's someone in the house,
Yeah, 33.
Okay.
because it won't take as long to
Sheep's
check.
blood.
It's all sheep's blood.
Yeah, so
Does it look? Emily might not. Xander might not think. No, Xander probably wouldn't think. Does it look like whatever was inside the sheep exploded out? Basically, kind of alien-esque.
Have you got the healing skill?
I do not, but that's why it probably wouldn't be Xander thinking it. I might
Yeah.
Kind of.
It's hard for you. There's so much mess. In fact, you're probably struggling to look at something like this because there is a lot of messiness here.
Yeah. So Xander probably
but
would have
you-
thought it, but it's
Yeah,
worth
so
it
I-
as a player.
It
Continuing.
looks weapons. Definitely weapons used
Okay.
to cut open and spread apart.
This is all weapons. We need to head.
Locate
Yeah, and it
Rathel.
does look like there's been a struggle in here as well. Things knocked over.
Okay.
Yeah, Xander's a little green.
Can you tell if anyone or maybe Raphael or his wife has been dragged out? Is there any drag marks? None of you move around.
tracking.
Yeah, I can assist you with that.
Tracking. Here we go. We're in a house.
Well, you could see something that's come in.
Does that count?
No, there's things coming in around house, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. If you're starting in the house, it does count as an urban environment.
Good. I would like to see, if there's been any movement in or out of the house and try and work out what it could have been.
And the two of you are working together to
I
do
can-
this.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can do so. You both roll a d20. You get a boon on the roll, but we use whoever's got the highest value.
I've only got +8.
Same.
All right.
So
Yeah.
let's roll. The d20 is added to whoever's got the highest. Oh no, you're rolling a the d6 as well. Yeah,
Yeah, as well.
yeah. So
So I rolled a 14 combined.
Hang on. So I rolled a 2 on T20, brilliant start. 8, 16 total.
16 total versus
Versus 22 total.
22 total. So yeah, definitely fine there. I think I forgot to let you know what the DC is, but it is very small given that
24, sorry.
this has only just happened. The two of you go down and have a look at the area. You're beginning to notice things about the place. And it's these areas when, as you touch and you begin to analyze, talking to each other about what you're seeing, a picture begins to paint. The door smashed open, small frog-like creatures coming in, goblins immediately. The three at the front, armed with scimitars, rough-looking shields, long tongues just dripping in venom as they quickly overpower the farmer and the wife. You can see at the back there are another 4, slightly smaller with bows, really horribly made bows and arrows. And they come in and gleefully begin to have a go at the sheep.
Okay.
The 3 larger goblins are quick to tie up, gag and bind Rathal and Alita. And then you see them all, after they've had their fun with the carnage in here, leaving and dragging the farmer and his wife out of here. Alive.
Alive. Okay. Right. So they're out of the house. Quick scan to make sure we haven't left any goblins here, just in case any are knocking around.
Oh, we searched it, so I think they we'd have seen them by now.
Okay. Well, we need to take this outside so we can work out where they've gone then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you be able to follow their tracks?
I think between us, hopefully we should.
It's not something I'm good at, but hopefully you'll be able to see which direction they've gone.
Yeah. Okay. We'll head outside and
Certainly try.
follow the trail.
Okay, as you head outside, you've still got the echoes of the tracking you started in there. You can see the kind of areas that have moved. You're now beginning to, both of you, pinpoint certain areas. And it seems to be Rathal, as he's being dragged, he's trying to slow them down and he's kicking stuff. Almost stumbling, but he's leaving markers for you to follow.
Ooh, clever guy.
Well, he knows. He's saying Kagan, so he knew that we'd be coming.
Yeah.
So we need to be quick. Let's follow them.
So the tracks seem to head northeastward out of the farmstead.
Okay. That way we go then.
And that way is a lot of grasslands. Eventually you're going to reach the Deeping Forest and the Sinews River.
Now you said it was recent. We know it's recent. I mean, goblins are small and Rathal is a big person, like human, right? So hopefully they won't be moving that fast. Do we take the horses?
We take the horses because if we need to get somewhere fast, we're going to need them.
Yeah.
And
it's just we won't be able to get a jump on them as easily because we'll make more noise. That's the only reason I'm asking.
we'll make noise anyway. We're in armour.
Good point. Yeah, I forgot that was the case for some of us. You noisy people. Okay, nice. Let's.
Right, you head to the edge of the farmstead and you can now see the grasslands beginning just after the sort of last of the stone walls. The grasslands, the grass themselves are quite high. In most places, you're getting a couple of clearings, a couple of groups of trees and stuff like that. But generally, you've got this tall, wavering grass. If you're on foot, your heads would just be sticking out. On horseback, you'll be way above the grass.
Now I'm getting a scene in Jurassic Park in my head here. Goblins are definitely going to be below grass height.
Absolutely.
Right.
But it is now a lot easier to see the tracks. The grass has been pushed aside and it is now a lot easier to follow.
And we might actually see grass moving if
Yeah.
something's coming towards us.
Yeah. Keep an eye to the sides because I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to try and jump out and take us by surprise at this
It
point.
depends. They're not necessarily expecting anyone to come after him, so
Depends how recently, when they may even have seen us come up the trail.
let's follow.
At this point, I'm just going to say I'm putting on my ether armour.
Good idea.
Anything you got focus on that you want to bring up at this point is probably a good idea.
Yes.
And to give you an idea, when you did the tracking,
against these people.
what happened at the farmhouse probably happened about 3 hours ago.
Okay, yeah. So
You've got on your weapon as well. You've got the.
Lightning.
Yep. I'm going to do that again for you.
Yeah,
Lovely.
weapons crackling with lightning, so that's 2 focuses.
Yep.
Did you bring up a shield last time as well, or did you?
I've got shield,
Yeah.
but I also have deflect now. So I won't bring out shield yet because my armor class is now 17. So.
Yeah. Although the way shield works, it doesn't affect your armor class.
Oh, it's the parrying, isn't it?
It's the ability to parry.
quick contextual question. I'm a pretty decent poisoner. What do I know about goblin poisons, if anything?
If you succumb to the poison,
Yeah.
it's purely damaging.
Okay.
Okay, so it attempts to constrict the heart
Yeah.
and cause the heart to stop
Right.
beating. So it's just purely damage based. If the damage brings you down to 0, then you got a chance that the poison kills you.
Yeah. That's just what I wanted to check. I wanted to make sure it wasn't like had some other side effects.
They have no other side effects other than potentially some goblins you've never heard of that have been specially bred with additional. But your bog standard goblin that everybody knows, yeah,
Cool.
it's a damaging poison.
Sander, can you remind me the
Yes.
lightning damage?
It is 1d6 lightning damage to any attack, but you have to utter the command word.
It's already on. I've uttered the command word. It is on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to do.
Okay,
So I have got them shield as well.
yeah, I've got the shield, so that gives you a bit more reflex bonus.
Yep.
So if you need to make a save, and if something does attack you, you got the option to parry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Right.
We're following.
Okay. And with that, you are on horseback.
Yeah, I've got, because I know you're not particularly good on horseback, I'll have a rein from Ixion to the back of,
You're on your own, son.
yeah, actually all rubbish as well. So I'll have both of their horses. Oh God. They'll all be linked behind mine, so my horse is the lead.
Okay.
I think it would make the most sense if we gain some distance and make up some of the lost time with the horses,
Yeah.
keeping an eye out for any potential ambushes. But then, as we approach where we think probably
Then
we're going to
dismount.
set,
Absolutely. Yeah. Fighting on
Didn't
horseback
find
isn't going to be a good thing for us.
No. Well,
So-
except for you, probably.
Yes. Right.
But yeah,
You use the horses to cover as much distance.
yeah.
Okay.
try
With
and
that,
catch up.
you're in the grasslands and you're moving at quite some speed. The riding horses easily moving over that terrain. It's a couple of hours, and your keen eyesight is beginning to see things on the horizon about half a mile away. It's quite obscured by the grass, but with your long vision, you can now see clearly, mainly because Raphael and his wife are kind of above the grassland. Yeah, they're about half a mile away.
I'll pass that on to everybody. Do we, at this point,
Let's close.
do we find somewhere to
Because that
tie the
half.
horses up?
Let's close. Let's get closer and then dismount, and then I think that'll work. Otherwise,
Just
we're
bear in
half a
mind
mile is half a mile, and on foot. I don't pointedly look at Xander, but I might pointedly look at Xander. It will take us a while to get there. Some of us aren't as robust as others.
That's true. The difficulty we face is that I can only see the two humans. I can't see the goblins below the grass. So if they were to send some people back and attack us while we're on horseback,
But can you see orcs? Because where, as the storyteller said, where there are goblins, there are orcs.
not a problem that I can see.
The fact is if we're half a mile behind, and if they're still moving forwards, are they still moving, or have they stopped?
Still moving.
Then we're going to remain half a mile behind them. We need to close. We need to get closer.
Okay.
There will be a risk of us being attacked, but if our more sort of keen-eyed keep an eye out, then hopefully.
I'm also aware I'm going to keep an eye out for any kind of slopes and hills, anywhere where they can gain the advantage of these bows, because if they're not going to really be able to shoot us through the grass. I'm guessing. I've not fought these goblins before.
At the moment, it seems
But if
very
there's
flat.
any terrain
around,
that's
yeah.
okay.
In the far distance, you can just make out the edge of the deepening forest.
Okay.
And they seem to be heading towards the northern part of the forest, possibly to where it meets the side of
Let's
the
try and get them before they go into the woods.
Yeah.
It'll
Okay.
be more of a disadvantage in the woods.
Yeah. That's probably the best.
Okay, so remaining on horses
At least
to,
until
to
everybody
close.
else can make them out as well.
Yeah.
Okay. You remain on your horses and now begin to close. The gap is closing incredibly rapidly. I'm just going to check to see when you are finally noticed, just how close you can get. So the half mile goes down, goes down, goes down. You're now about 1,000 feet away from them. You're now 800 feet away, and they're still moving. No indication that they've spotted you. 600 feet away, the noise of your armor and the horses, it can't be too long before you're heard. 400 feet away, the goblins still, they just seem more intent on dragging the farmer and his wife. What has happened though is Raphael seems to be suddenly being a bit more awkward in how they're dragging
He's
him.
seen us.
It appears he has. And he's making more of a ruckus to try and keep attention on himself.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
Close even
You're
more.
now 300, and it looks like they're slowing. You're 200, and they have now stopped.
Stop all the horses, and now we dismount.
And you quickly dismount at this point as a couple of arrows go whistling over your heads from goblin bows. Obviously, completely wide of the mark because of the obscurement of the long grass, but they have definitely spotted where you are. Okay, so about 200 feet away. It is long grass everywhere, so your sight is pretty much obscured. I don't think we're going to need the map for this. You know in which direction the goblins are, and you know there are 5 sets of goblins. So let's get ready.
5 goblins.
5 goblins.
Okay.
Not 5 sets, but 5 goblins.
Yeah, nice. Just checking.
Great divide.
Yes.
5 battalions of. Alright.
Okay, so let's have our initiatives first.
Oh yeah.
Two.
So I have got I've got a 9 as my highest. Who's above 9? 9 or higher?
10.
All of you?
Yeah.
There we go. So you've really got to jump on these. And you can decide in which order you would like to go. However, you're now all in the long grass. You can kind of see above. You can see where the farmer and his wife is, so you've got a pinpoint of where the goblins are, but you can't really see the goblins, and they can't really see you yet. Who would like to go first?
If it's okay with everyone, can I go first?
Oh, please do.
Right, I'm going to spend 3 stamina,
Yeah.
and with that I let rip a roaring cry. Ah! So I'm using War Cry.
Okay, before you do use Warcry,
Uh-huh.
I think there is a distance limitation,
Can...
because that is using the intimidation skill.
it doesn't say. I haven't got it down. So
No, that's fine. And the demoralize. So the demoralize is
it's DC 10 plus CR of the
Yeah.
creature. So as I'm closing, I'm doing that.
so they must be able to see you and hear you. So right now is not the time to do it. They might
Right.
hear the roar, but they can't see the
in that
fearsomeness
case,
that is
in
you.
that case, I'm closing. I won't spend the.
No, you don't need to spend the stamina to do that, unless you're deciding that you're going to use your action to run.
Let me see. I could charge, but no, because that's not going to get me close enough.
Yeah, at the moment you're about 200 feet away. You
Yeah.
can cover 100 feet.
So I'll cover the 100 feet.
Okay, and that's using a bit of stamina to do run action.
In that case,
And with that, you now spur yourself forward and disappear from the rest of the group as you now begin to snake your way through the grass, closing the distance between you and the goblins. Who would like to go next?
Can I use some form of rogue ability to proceed slightly off course from where Ray is going, but trying to hide myself in the grass as I go?
Yep, absolutely.
cool. Yeah, I'm not being quiet. I am purposefully being.
Because I'm assuming I can't. I've got range on the bow to shoot them, but I probably can't see them at the moment.
At the moment, you can't see them. The grass is just providing too much obscurity.
Right, I'll have the sword ready in that case because I don't think it's going to be suitable for bow. I'm going to basically try and go slightly different course to you. I'm going to try and jump out and surprise these guys.
Okay, so doing that, you're only going to get about 50 feet because you're going to be cloaking yourself in shadow at the same time to become invisible. Could you make a hide in shadows roll?
Yes, I can. I don't get my boon because not even set.
You're now in wilderness.
Oh,
Okay, so your DCs are 20 if you're not moving, 25 if you are moving.
don't worry, that's good. That's a 26. in fact.
26. You literally couple of steps and you bring the Shadow Aether up around you and you vanish from sight as you begin to move through the grass. The only telltale is obviously the grass moving slightly as you
Absolutely.
brush past.
Nice.
So you are now invisible.
Got that, cool. Alright, cool. Right, there we are then.
I take it that's probably your...
I get as close as I can.
Yeah. Okay. So the only people left is Gallard and Xander, who would like to go next.
I'm pretty straightforward. I'm just going to move forward and run to get up roughly alongside Rhea.
Okay, so the two of you are now
Front.
side by side
Yeah.
as you're moving in. And Xander. Kind of all alone all of a
I
sudden.
know, I'm like, I thought of you, are you going, I thought you,
I've just disappeared.
you've just disappeared. Because I was like, so I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna run. I will just move 50 feet forward in the
50
direction
feet
that
forward.
you guys went and hope I'm okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else, I don't think. No. Yep.
So for the two of you at the lead, Rhea and Gallard, ahead of you, you can see movement of grass, and it looks like creatures are coming forward. And then you now begin to see through the grass about 20 feet away from you. There are 3 goblins busy licking their weapons and coming forward now with shields up and ready. They get as far as they can, they're kind of looking around, and then they spot you and begin to stand ready for the attack. Just behind, also kind of having to move twice, you see 4 more goblins, but these ones are armed with bows, crude looking bows, and they begin to knock arrows, but they haven't got the ability to fire yet.
There's 6 goblins.
There are 7 goblins.
Yeah, that's what I counted in the tracking. That's what I was
Yes.
thinking for the 5. Okay. Right, so that's 7 total.
So there's 3 of these lickers and then 4 scouts. The lickers, they're about 10 feet apart from each other. The scouts are about 20 feet back and a little bit more apart from each other. And that's the end of round 1. So let's move to round 2. Who of all of you would like to go first?
I'm going to do my war cry, so I'm definitely going to go
And now
first.
you can be seen, and
Right.
now you can be.
So at this point, my maul comes out and I swing it and let loose a giant war cry.
Okay, spend the stamina, and my saving throw is going to be a...
It's a 10 plus your CR.
no, you've got to make an intimidation skill.
Oh, that's right.
So make that roll first. And you're looking at 11s or 12s.
21.
Yeah, you easily knocked that out the way. So you let forth this bellowing roar, your intimidation working well, your body just growing in size and the rage within you. My saving throw to resist is now.
It's an insight gaze save.
Thank you. So of the lickers that are looking at you, so the first one seems to not be affected, but the other 2 are now looking a little bit scared. I take it it's the dazed condition
Yes,
I believe
dazed.
they get. So
Dazed
what
forward.
dazed means is they can no longer use the reroll of damage ability.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're kind of shaking a little bit, so when they connect, they've got to accept what the dice come up
Yeah.
with. Okay. The scouts at the back though. Let's have a look. Oh god, they're worse. So 2 of them made their saves, the other 2 are looking a little bit scared. And the final thing is, could you roll a d6 for me?
2.
2, so on round 4, the days will wear off at the end of round 4.
Nice.
It's not bad.
Pretty good.
Hopefully.
You say we'll be dead.
I think that was your action.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to close. Make myself a target.
Okay, so you got the 3 lickers in front of you, so they're
Yeah,
kind of
middle
Malaya's, the middle one. And with that, Ria, you quickly close with the middle one.
That was my swift action, so I close. I can then attack.
It was a swift action to do
the
your
war
demoralize.
cry,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So you now close, and you can make an attack against this goblin. Great ball.
Yeah. 19.
So 19 is a potential hit. You happy with that?
Yes.
As you approach, the goblin's looking a little bit scared of you, shaking slightly. But as your maul comes down, oh, wrong dice, Dean. Yeah, there we go. As the maul comes down, it manages to quickly leap out the way. Your maul slams into the ground, and the goblin is left unharmed. Incredibly nimble.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Nope.
No. Done. Who would like to go next?
How far away am I from the...
Oh, you're about 150. So with them taken into account, you're about 100 feet away.
Okay, so I've got 50 feet of movement. So if I charge, that's 100 feet of movement, right? So
That is absolutely right.
Okay, so I can do charge, so it costs me 2 stamina to do that. So I'm basically going to like velociraptor through the grass.
Yeah, you can easily get to one of the lickers at the front.
Alright, we're going to introduce Mr. Licker to Mr. Stabber in the face and
Okay.
stab him in the face.
So as you quickly now move swiftly through the grass, you can see that Rhea is in front of one of the lickers, Maul on the ground, the licker having dodged. There's one either side, and you got the 4 scouts behind.
I'll stab the one that's next to you because I get the...
Yeah.
Well, currently you're invisible, so you'd get a boon on your
So I
attack.
should get a
anyway.
boon anyways, and that's the hit, isn't it?
That's
Boon
to hit. Yeah. So is it the one that Rhea's fighting, or is it the one to the side?
The one that jumped out of the way of you, I'm just going to try and stab him as he jumps. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a
She's
really
calm.
good. Yeah.
That was so funny.
It jumps onto your blade. Perfect.
And with that,
That's a hit.
Is it
Well, I would hope so. So that's 21 before I've added my modifier. Yeah, 27.
27. You happy with that?
I'm happy with that, yeah.
The goblin leaps to one side, and then before it knows, you are appearing from your invisible and about to strike it.
Yeah, come on, it's got to be.
27. That's the
That's hard to dodge.
that's actually really. I need a 9 or a 10. Do you know what? You're invisible. It's not even. It's too hard. It might have attempted it, but you're invisible. So off you go.
That's a very good question. Do I uninvisible at the point where I...
You are now uninvisibled.
I'm invisible to the light, yeah.
Invisible.
Right, so I'm going to do...
Yeah, you qualify for a sneak attack.
Yeah, so I get a plus d6 on the damage anyways, plus a d6 on the sneak, and then if I do a rending sneak, that's 3d6. isn't
Yes, it is.
it? Ooh.
Good gracious me, 12d6.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Let's make them good ones. I've got the reroll as well, which is good. I'll reroll that. Oh, not bad. So, 15.
15.
That's right.
It's like that thing to laugh.
Because you don't add. Yeah, you don't add a modified
It's
damage.
no, it's just all. It's the dice you're rolling. As you come in, you score a blow across the side of the goblin licker, opening up a small wound. The goblin screeches in a bit of pain and then glares at you, its tongue kind of lashing out around as it brings its scimitar down. It's still alive, but you've dealt it. It's quite a blow.
Okay, yeah, no worries.
Yes. So now you and Rhea are right next to that goblin. Who would like to go next? If that's you done. I think that's you done.
How far are the scouts
think so,
behind
yeah.
the
The
lickers?
scouts are about 20 feet behind.
Okie dokie. So I'll go. I will close. Then I'll spend a stamina to quick escape to close with the scouts and just like run straight through the line.
You can, because the lickers aren't right next to each other,
That's what
you can
I'm
probably go
thinking.
straight through without needing something like that.
Okay.
You're not going to invoke any attacks, opportunity attacks.
It was more for the extra distance as well, though.
Oh, if you need the extra distance, then absolutely,
So.
you can do that.
And then, how close together are the scouts? Are they clustered or are they spread out?
Yeah, to give you an idea, right, let's do this properly. So, Gallad, you are 40 feet away from the scouts. Sorry, 20 feet away from the lickers, 40 feet away from the scouts.
okay.
So you don't even need the extra
Don't
movement.
need.
No.
Nope. So yeah, I'll close with them and attack one of those. Or if they're clustered together, potentially if I can get two of them next to each other. Then
You can't quite get two next to each other, so there's a good 10 feet between each one, but
I'll
you can
close with
easily
one of
close
those
with
and
one.
then
One of the ones in the middle?
yeah,
Yeah. And with that, you quickly close with one of the scouts.
attack with my short spear.
Okay.
17.
So 17 is going to be a miss automatically.
I will spend some more stamina. Crikey, control bit of 11, and we've got some more. To
Double efforts.
Yeah, double efforts, that's the one. And that's even worse.
Use the other one. The Goblin Scout easily dodges out the way without using any effort whatsoever.
I can just imagine him flicking his tongue at you.
But I'm trying to tie up the archers. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So that's you done. Xander.
So if I move another 50 feet, can I see?
Okay, so if you move another 50 feet, that puts you to there. They moved forward there. So you moving another 50 feet gets you about 20 feet away from the lickers and 40 feet away from you.
So I can see them now.
Yeah, you can see them now. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. So I will move my 50 feet, see them, and be like, oh no, I'm not going to shout. This is not the time for shouting because orcs are about.
Good point. Really good point.
So he's going to cast Mind Blade. Go.
Yeah.
If you just kind of see Xander's eyes just glow and then. So if they could roll a insight spell save.
Which one?
The one in front of Ria, probably.
Okay, and that's an insight spell. So I need 15 or higher.
Yeah, I love this. The one I'm fighting.
I
with
failed to save.
Without
So, instantly you invade the mind and begin to shred the brain of the poor goblin.
Nasty.
13.
13. It reaches up,
Psychic
dropping
death.
its weapons, grabbing its head, and then blood just begins to pour from its ears and its eyes as it screeches in pain and drops to the ground dead.
Well,
So that's the first one done. Could you roll a d6 as morale damage as well?
3.
3. The other goblins kind of almost get taken back by this.
And
Anything else?
no,
No.
I think I did okay there.
Okay. So we're going to move to the scouts. Obviously, you're right in front with the scouts. You appeared and did a bit, and you're not looking. You're a bit of a threat. So the first one of the scouts just pulls back a bow. We're going to start moving around this way and takes a bead on you first of all, and then unleashes an arrow. The arrowhead is dripping with venom.
ooh, you've got your.
I got my,
Fine.
I got my ether armor, yeah.
And you've got shield.
I got shield.
Okay, so I've rolled a 2, yeah, which is not good. Does an 11 hit?
No!
We're going to spend 2 stamina and do double efforts, and that's not much better. 16?
No!
No. Your aether armor just
Oh.
shimmers as the arrow goes
Good thing you
skittering
put that on.
off.
Oh no, it would have hit.
And Scout then is going to spend a bit more stamina to quickly lick another arrow and knock that arrow and get that ready. So, Gallard,
I
the
know.
one you're engaged with, I'm going to come to them last, but the one next to takes a bead on you now.
Okay.
And the one you're engaged with is kind of beginning to act erratically, so your attention's slightly split between the two. And that one, ooh, that's a bit better. So I've got a 26 on my hit.
Just a bit better.
Parable.
It is parryable. It's also dodgeable.
So what would you like to do? This arrow also is dripping with venom.
I am going to try and dodge. I'll spend my stamina and no, not enough. 23. No.
23. Okay, the arrow strikes and you feel a sudden piercing pain. Can I ask you to make a physical contact saving throw, please? It is poison based if that makes a difference. However, this goblin cannot re-roll any damage, so I have to accept that.
My dice are not agreeing with me today.
Is that a
Do
fail?
I use a temporary fate point? Yeah, I'll use a
You've got
temporary
all your
fate.
temporaries currently. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cross off a fate point.
Will do. No, still not quite enough. One off.
Okay. So 2 sets of damage coming in. 10 piercing as the arrow strikes.
Which I do get my physical.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And 5 poison damage as the venom begins to work its way.
Okay.
And the final one, before we move to the one in front of Galad, takes a bead on you and fires.
No.
So again, no, hang. Takes a bead on you. One arrow each. Takes a bead on you, who's right in front, and that is a 16.
No.
Yeah, that's double the effort. So they're using a lot of effort amongst their group, and that's 18.
I'm going to dodge.
Okay.
That's 3 stat. Yeah, I'm going to dodge. It's D10. Okay. I just need 1, basically.
So
So actually, I
can't
can't
fail.
really fail, can I?
you can't fail. And with that, you quickly
Just
move
as
out
well
the
as I
way.
roll once.
As the arrow
I can
flies
re-roll once,
past.
but it's still. Oh! Okay. That's 3 stamina, isn't it?
And final one. So the one you're in front of drops the bow, brings out a small dagger and quickly licks at the dagger and attempts to stab you with it. And it's 24.
I'll try and parry with the shield. Who needs stamina anyway?
No one does.
You won't need it if you're dead.
Oh, God's sake.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Who needs a character anyway?
Yeah, tell me about it.
No, no point. You've got
Daggers coming in? Daggers coming in?
Daggers coming in, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I don't get sneak on this, unfortunately, or fortunately for you. But could you make another physical contact?
I
saving
can.
throw?
I'll also use a spell point and some more stamina to cast deflect.
Okay.
Yeah.
So deflect will work against this damage coming in now, which is I have got rerolls on this. Okay.
So
Just in case that's higher.
that dice is
Not
going
so
away.
it's the 4.
Fridge.
Okay, 8 physical. So
Righto.
only 2 go through, I believe, after deflect.
Yes, because they don't stack the.
They don't stack.
Yeah.
One overrides the other.
So that's down to that, and then you need the physical.
And the
contact
saving
save.
throw as the venom begins to go into your bloodstream.
Yeah, pass
Yeah,
the
so you
saving.
take no further damage. And the dagger kind of goes across and scores.
Just needs to change the dice.
So that's my scouts done. The lickers, they're at the back here. Seeing you two merge on the middle, their middle friend, they are quick to charge in, screeching and almost making the strange gurgling noise as they come in, one on you, from either side.
Sure. Don't like the gurgling sound. I think I've
It's the venom on the tongue.
Yeah.
It's just disgusting, really. Yeah, the scimitars are dripping with it. So,
Not a phlegm.
yeah, we'll start with you, Ria.
I'm gonna play it.
The scimitar comes in. From the first one, it's an 18.
That's a hit, so I am going to parry.
Okay.
And I get an 18 on the parry.
You just need to equal or get higher. So your shield comes in and knocks the scimitar to one side.
Because I've had a successful parry, I'm going to spend another 3 stamina and I'm going to riposte. Um, I can re-roll that one. 14 points damage.
Okay, you knock the scimitar to one side and your maul just slams up, wounding the goblin, but keeping it there. So, Damocles, right behind you. One of the ones comes in,
Yep.
and I got an 18.
At that point, I'm going to interject.
Yeah,
He's making an attack,
so you're going to use Taunting Strike.
so I'm going to use Taunting Strike.
Okay, so as the attack's coming in, we'll stop there.
Yeah.
You immediately respond, spending more stamina to attack the goblin before it can...
Ooh. 17.
is going to be a natural miss.
I'm going to double effort, so
Okay,
it's another
spend
2,
more
isn't it?
stamina. Yeah.
22.
And unable to dodge or parry that incoming attack, you hit.
Lovely.
And without the maul, so as this goblin's coming in, the maul suddenly appears from nowhere and slams into the side of it
Oh,
12.
for 12.
Came like a wrecking ball.
I love that.
However, as goblin begins to kind of move to one side, the shield crushed up against it by the maul as it then stabs at you with the scimitar, so that's the 18.
I'm gonna just sidestep that as it comes in, just kind of like.
Is that a natural miss currently?
18, I need to just roll a 1 on a dodge to dodge, so I'm gonna dodge it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. And with that, you easily manage to just spend the stamina to
Oh, I
dodge.
really do casually sidestep that,
Yeah.
to be fair.
The two of you are left relatively unharmed, but 2 goblin lickers either side of you, poisoned still on their scimitars as they've been unable to strike. And I think that's it. So round 3 of the rest of you who would like to go first. And if ever you want a retelling of the battlefield where everybody is, just let me know.
I think we've almost dealt with the front line by the looks
Yeah.
of things.
So
The front line's clustered between you 2, one on either side.
Yeah, am I going to get advantage on either one, or is it
Yeah,
just
no,
like-
you advantage on either one,
advantage,
because the
not-
way you 2 came in and the way they've come in, you're
We're
all
sort
next
of
to
all
each other.
together.
You're all in melee with each other.
Perfect.
It's one big clump,
Excellent.
except for you. You're at the back,
I am.
and then you're with the scout. So who would like to go first?
Oh,
I will go first.
well,
Okay,
I'm going to
brilliant.
spend 2 stamina, and I am going to allow an ally within 60 foot. I can't do you yet. You within 60 foot, you can have another attack.
yes, please. Right, I'll attack one of the goblins then.
Okay, so you command an ally to act.
Yep, and then I'm going to hit.
Let
So
the ally-
you get an attack first.
Yeah.
Sure.
Get your
attack.
lightning.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Good reminder.
I'm looking intently at the one that is next to me, and I stab the other one.
So what was your attack roll when you stabbed the other one with
25.
25? Happy with that?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so don't forget, because you're all in melee, if you ever felt a roll need to be higher, the other person could use aid ally
Yeah.
to bump your
Yeah.
attack up even more.
Yeah, it's
However,
okay.
you're happy with that. I think I am going to be forced to have to.
I'm sure it's in the dodge range, but it's like he'd have to roll pretty good for that, I think.
It is in the dodge range, 25, but yeah.
So it's my bonus dice, sneak dice. Extra
The goblin
sneak.
attempts to leap back, not on a 2. However, your blade, your blade still
Rapier.
finds, rapier still finds its point.
Ooh. Okay, we roll those 2. This is going to be messy. It's 19.
Oh, it's easily, you just run through the goblin
In the face.
and
Just
roll a
in the mouth.
d6 now.
Hey, I pointed the blade at the same time.
And you can roll a d6 now for morale damage
Yes, please.
as you run the goblin through.
3.
3. and done. So back to you now. That was your swift.
So that was my swift, my actual action. I'm going to use recovery action. I don't need the hit points, but it allows
I'll
me
just
to
stop
recover.
there. Did you spend the stamina to be able to make that attack?
Oh, sorry, yeah, because
Yeah,
you
you
have
need
to
to
spend.
highlight. It's 2 stamina to do that. 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2.
2. Yeah.
I
That's
did,
fine.
yep, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, so back to you. You got your action and your movement left.
Oh,
One
yeah, I'm
goblin
gonna-
remains next to you.
Yeah, I'm. Oh. No, I need my stamina, so I'm going to do a superior recovery action to recover stamina.
Okay.
I
roll
could
your
recover
dice.
hit points. I'm not down hit points, but
But these
Using
D8 could be good.
Keep forgetting conserves there. I don't use it. Swift action.
oh, look at that! I should have let the one that fell by accident.
And that's what, 3?
Yeah.
3 back. And with that, you conserve your energy.
Well, actually, I can re-roll a 1, 2, or 3.
Yes, you took that for a
I've
reason.
already done. Ah, well, never mind.
So you
I'll
used the
stick to
3.
my 3.
Okay. Is there anything else, Ria? You're remaining in melee with the
I'm
final
remaining
goblin liquor.
in melee, just smiling at the creature in front of me.
There we go. Who would like to go next? Xander, Damocles, or Galad?
Shall I try and clear the front line before we?
Yeah.
Yeah, Damocles.
Yep. So stab that one in the face and try and stab this other one.
So you just kind of rip your rapier out like that.
This is 22. Yeah, we'll go 22.
Yeah, happy with 22?
Yeah.
The goblin attempts to dodge out your way.
Probably should.
And, oh yeah, 26. His armor class is now 26, which is enough to easily evade your attack.
Reasonable.
Anything else?
I'm going to use the conserve swift action,
To get a bit more
which I
stamina
should
back.
have done a couple of goes ago, but there we are.
Okay, so Xander and Galad, who would like to go next?
Here we go.
Alrighty, Root. I am quite straightforward. I'm just going to recover and conserve and
Yeah.
just tie up this thing.
Okay, so you remain in melee with this one to keep it.
D6, I think, to recover. Check how much I recover. I think
for
it's
you it's a
six.
D6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Is that a 6? No, not
Five.
quite.
Five.
5. Very
Nice.
nice.
Da-da-da-da.
So 5 hit points and then 6 stamina with the swift
Yeah.
action converted. Yeah.
Yep.
And you remain where
where
you are, tying them up. So we move now to the scouts. So,
Michael.
oh, sorry, you're right, Xander. Your turn. We do not move to the scouts yet.
I didn't know. No. I'm gonna. The one that you tried to attack but missed.
Yeah.
Mind blade again.
Okay.
So the eyes just kind of. He
Oh,
just
failed to save. So off you go.
Excellent.
And you psychically attack.
Is that? That's the exact same. 13.
13. It's enough. Same again. Blood just exploding from the head of this goblin licker as it then collapses to the floor. The 3 goblin lickers are done quite efficiently. However, the goblin scouts still remain there. Can I have my d6? Thank you.
6.
But they're now looking. They remain there, but they are looking a little bit concerned at what has just happened.
So there's no killing machine today.
Ooh.
He's a cleanup crew.
Right. Are you done?
13 damage though.
Yes.
So we move to the scouts. Yeah, they're not looking so confident anymore.
I wouldn't.
And there's 2 of you that have made yourselves real targets. So, odds, evens. It's odds. 2 of them draw their bows back and attack you.
That's reasonable. I'd do that too.
However, they are now beginning to back away slightly into the grass.
Okay.
Did they get an opportunity attack?
They're on their own currently.
Oh, that.
Yeah, you got one tied up, but the others are spread out. So the first one gets a 21. This one's dripping with venom as it comes in.
Yeah. 21. And I can parry an arrow, can't I?
Have you got a shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can parry an arrow.
Let's just try and conserve that stamina if I can. But I'll try and parry that. No.
No.
Nah.
No.
That's more stamina to spend otherwise.
Okay, I need a physical contact saving throw from you as the arrow strikes and the venom.
Fine, 15.
And I don't get rerolls because this one's dazed still.
Yeah,
So-
so I've made the contact save.
So no poison damage, but 5 physical damage.
As that damage comes in, I reach out, I take half of his damage.
Okay.
Oh, okay, thank
So-
you. So 2 damage from me, so physical resist 1.
So I
So you drop it to 3. You take half.
No, sorry, Alex, it's 5 damage. I get 1 physical damage.
Oh, so it's 4. 2.
4.
Got it.
2 each.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's very kind, thank you.
Yep.
I've not been hit, so don't worry too much. 25, I'm on.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a way of
'Cause I
you
get stamina
recharging
back.
stamina back.
Oh, dude.
Yes. And the second arrow.
By all means, please.
Yeah. And the second arrow then comes in,
Do you want this one?
and it's a natural one, so nothing further is going to happen
Ah, damn.
there. However, you can see as they back away, they're conserving their energy, trying to make sure they've got it for when they need to run.
You could try and run. Let's write them down. That would be so bad.
And they're almost beginning to disappear off into the grass as they back away about 40 feet towards where the farmer and his wife is. The last one takes a bead on you. This one isn't dazed, so if I get low damage, I can reroll. Ah, that's a 2.
Oh no!
I'm going to double its efforts as the goblin kind of takes a new bead. I know, got a 4. That's an 11. So sorry, 13. Does a 13 hit?
No.
No, and the arrow just goes wide. And that goblin too begins to back away.
Sound is just going like.
And the final one with the dagger licks the dagger and then stabs you with it. Oh, gee. That's a 4.
Oh,
Hang on.
I think that
So
misses.
it's looking exhausted as it doubles its efforts. So they're out of their group stamina now. You've absolutely broken the morale of these goblins. However, it did get an 18, so that's a 27 to hit you.
Okay, I'll try and shield parry.
Okay.
And that's 1.
So that's it. Can't even double efforts that. The dagger strikes you, and I can have a physical contact save against the venom that has been just put on it.
At least the save passed.
Okay, so no poison damage, but the physical damage it stays, so can't re-roll, is only 4.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. At any point, you can then decide you're going to use deflect if you wanted to.
Nice.
Yeah. And seeing how ineffectual it is, the goblin just turns and runs. So it's leaving melee without any care in the world.
I probably won't kill it in a hit, but I'll opportunity attack.
Yep. Spend the stamina.
Spend the stamina. But I did roll poorly. That's a 12, which is going to miss.
That is going to be a miss. Are you doubling your efforts?
Double efforts. Now that I've got the stamina back. Jesus.
Oh,
Never
your
mind,
dice
ignore me.
just not. And the goblin just without a care in the world runs away from you into the grass. So these 3 scouts are now about 40 feet away from where they were. So from where the rest of you lot were, that's another sort of 60 feet from where you were. They're over 100 feet away, almost disappearing into the grass.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of round 3. Moving to round 4. There are 4 of them surviving, so they get that. Who would like to go first of you?
Like, just checking, so from where myself and
Damocles.
Damocles, sorry, names,
That's fine. They're about 60 feet away.
About
so
60
the grass is beginning
feet.
to get in the way, but
Well-
you can still see them.
I might as well take a step forward to the 50
So we'll start
feet.
with you,
Yeah,
Xander.
I'm going to be easy, and I will again. Has any of them been hit yet?
None of them have been hit.
No, just the one that literally just legged it. I'll mind.
Okay, so again,
Yeah.
I'll do my saves.
nice.
Yeah, they don't seem to be very good at resisting.
Good.
Insight, so these are the scouts.
Inside spell.
Insight spell. No. And the mind blades just strike into the brain of the goblin.
19.
19. Oh, the goblin's head explodes. your choice, left, right, middle?
The middle one.
Middle one.
Go right down the middle.
Okay, so the one that was running away from you just kind of like run, and then poof, and crumples into the
All
grass.
messy.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
No? Who would like to go next?
Well, I think we need to follow these up, don't you? So,
If you go first, I can attack the same one and get a
Oh,
bonus.
could I have
Yeah.
your d6?
Oh, yeah, of course.
in that case, I think to close, we're going to have to charge, aren't we? Because they're more than 50 foot.
From you to absolutely 60 feet away.
Oh, actually, yes, I get a boost. It doesn't matter. But
Yeah.
go
So,
first anyway.
so I'm going to spend 2 stamina to charge. Charge and attack, basically.
Okay. Another one in the middle?
I thought the one in the middle had just blown up.
There's 2 in the middle.
There's 2 in the middle, yeah, the other one in the middle.
Okay, so Rhea, you go charging through your great maul beside you as you approach and slam. So don't forget, for a charge, you get your d6.
Oh, yes.
Your boon.
Boom, boom.
And if you hit, don't forget the damage.
Yeah, I've written it down on there now because
Yeah, your extra lightning damage. It all,
If I
all
don't-
stacks up.
I'm going to have to use a temporary fate point because I am not accepting that one.
Is it a 1?
Yes.
Yeah, so you have to use a fate point.
Yeah, that's why I said temporary fate point because I reroll a lot. Because they're not getting, they're not doing much of the 7, 8, 9, 10, 19. So with that 19, I am then going to spend 2 stamina to double efforts because that's just rubbish.
Okay.
They might not have any stamina left.
Yeah, but 19's still a miss.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're very dexterous.
Oh.
23.
23, so that is a hit, and they have no energy left to dodge. So off you go.
Lightning damage.
The maul strikes the back of this goblin scout.
Reroll that one. I'm definitely using a calculator. Fingers is just not going to. As he gives me a thank you, 22, my automatic calculator
And
over
that
here.
goblin is knocked into the long grass as
You can have this one back.
Smash its back in.
This one works if you want this one.
There we go.
Well,
I can't remember.
Right, is that you done, Rhea?
Yes.
Who would like to go next, Damocles or Galad?
I'll charge down the one on the left if that's still going then.
Okay, so Damocles, you're next.
I
And
have
the one
to-
on the left.
I'll have to charge by the looks of
You
things.
will,
Get the boon. Nice.
but you easily catch up with the goblin, and it's 20 or higher.
My dear, hang on, so that's 3. Yeah. 18 at the moment.
So I'm going to spend 2 stamina. I'm looking pretty knackered now. And you get a d6 on that.
No, you don't, because you're not next to the goblin he's attacking.
Oh, am I not?
No. Aid ally, you have to be next to the opponent he's attacking
Oh, I thought
because
he
you've
was
knocked that
going.
opponent.
I thought he was going into the same goblin, isn't he?
Can I?
No, your
Well,
goblin's
that
dead.
died.
Oh, yeah, it died.
Can I
Pretty
do
much.
my conserve swift action so I get enough stamina to double effort?
You should have thought about that before charging. Plus, you did charge, did you not? And that uses your swift action.
Yeah. Oh, it does plan nice.
So
Right,
is that a miss?
It will have to be, I think.
Oh, okay,
So,
however, you're right behind that goblin.
So yeah, I've got 1 stamina left, so I can't conserve.
You are showered.
Hey, you're.
I've been dodging. I've been dodging left and right. But
Okay,
my
so-
health is very good.
Galad.
I am close enough, I think, to close with
Easily. Yeah, they're about 40 feet
the
away.
one on the right, I guess, the one that's
Yeah.
currently unengaged. And I'll attack.
Okay, and with that, you easily close.
Be a first. That's a 26.
That's an easy hit. The knackered goblin is unable to attempt to dodge your blow.
But my damage is pretty good. 5 damage.
5, and it's still.
And I'll offhand attack with the bladed shield.
Yep.
No, that's a 16.
Okay.
An 18. excuse me, but
Yeah.
it's still a miss.
Done.
Done.
Okay, so you've got the two goblins. Either side have been contained, as in Damocles, you're on one, Galad, you're on the other, but they both look absolutely knackered. Let's start with yours, Damocles. It turns, it doesn't even seem to have the strength to lick its blade as it attempts to stab you.
Cool.
And I've got an 18.
Do you have anything to get aside?
No, I'll accept the 18. But we're just kind of like,
And it's still, we're round 4, so at the end of this round they're no longer dazed, but it's still dazed, so I can't re-roll 5 damage as it feebly
I'd
strikes
say
you.
4 damage. I mean, I've still got plenty of health, so I'm
Yeah.
okay with that.
And then the one on you
Yeah, I'll dodge the point.
has got a 14. Nah, you just easily managed to deflect the blow, the dagger. At the end of that round, they seem to recover a little bit more energy with the two of them still left, round 5. And they seem to have shaken off the demoralizing roar that was put on them from earlier.
And they've
Okay.
just got demoralisation full stop because someone keeps blowing their heads off.
Let's
So-
treat.
Round 5, let's wrap this up. Who wants to go first?
How far away are they from me?
So from you, they are, you move forward, so they're what, 90 feet away?
I can still do it. Yeah, I'm gonna just explode.
Don't go for mine, because if you go for mine, we can bolt that up together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go for the one in front of Gallad.
Okay, so you focus on the one that Gallet has currently got. You can just see it even through the grass, which is enough. And
Yep.
with that, you focus on its mind,
Yep,
and
inside.
off you go. Oh, inside for my save. Yeah, I failed the same.
13.
And Gallet, you're covered in goblin ichor, as it too just explodes and lands on the ground.
So,
I will just casually stroll forward because I know the next one's gonna. So I'll move forward.
This is when the orc comes along and goes, "Duk, duk, duk."
Okay, who would like to go next?
if you go next,
I'll go and...
because if you don't kill it, I get the
yeah,
rogue
so,
damage on it.
so I am going to
Close.
close. As I close, I'm going to use a swift action and my last 2 stamina, instead of aid ally, like I was going to, I'll use it for commanding voice and give my colleague here
haven't
an
got
attack.
Okay, so distracting
You
the
haven't got
goblin.
stamina. You haven't got stamina,
I've
so
got a
Oh,
stamina.
I'm
in
not
which
gonna
case
do that.
you don't
I'm
have
not
to
gonna
do
do
that.
that.
Because it
Yeah.
costs me 2, doesn't
It
it?
costs you
Yeah.
2 to be able to do
Yeah,
that.
No,
That's fine.
if you're looking a bit, as I get closer, I notice how tired he's looking.
He's looking very tired.
So I just decide to hit this goblin in the face instead.
Off you
I've
go.
only just taken athletics, you know, I've got to build up my...
Got to build up your stamina.
Yeah. Actually, my endurance is 0 as well. It's fine.
Oh, I don't think 17 doesn't do it.
Is a natural miss, and this
Um,
goblin's looking oh, d6 please.
Oh, yeah. 6.
This goblin's looking absolutely demoralised and wicked.
Well, I'm going to spend my last 2 on double efforts instead then.
Okay, off you go.
That's far better because that is a crit.
And with that, the goblin is instantly crushed to death as your maul just smashes through it.
Yes.
Bringing all the goblins down, you begin to look around as it grows quiet, and you
That
can
was
see the
28
farmer
with
and
the
his
crit.
wife crumpled on the ground, trying to struggle to their feet, where they were thrown down by the goblins.